Here we go for Racing Formula League Season 15 and round number 6 at the Silverstone circuit for the British Grand Prix. It is 5 of those red lights and it's lights out and away we go. Who gets away well off the start? It's a decent start from R34 from pole position. Further back there's looking to be some side-by-side action and in to the braking zones and up the inside going the pink V-carb of Polar. And there's a big incident in the background, further back in the field. I think maybe Hutchins might have been involved in that, but further back it's side by side. The Williams of Ben Max side by side with Kezlesko, and as well Formula Bucci in the Red Bull up to P11 already, so a good start from the Red Bull man. But any action down the hanger straight here? Any side-by-side action? Yes, there is. It is Formula Bucci and Small Girl side-by-side through the Stowe corner. Who's going to come out on top? It's going to continue on into the Vale chicane. A bit of contact between the two of them, and that means the Small Girl comes out on top in that particular battle. But Bucci under pressure from Apple, but keeps in P11 for the moment. Nobody else further back into the field. Oh, that is Kirby going side by side with Gnarly into the Brooklands corner, and then is it going to go on to Luffield as well? But it's not worked out quite yet for Kirby in that battle. So back to the front, bit of pressure from the Bucci getting P10 as well there, and battles going on front and back of the field. But who is under pressure this time? That looks like side by side, and between, oh, there's contact, and Polar losing a little bit of time with that contact, and to P8 they now go as Kirby and Gnarly side by side heading into the Vale chicane. Who's coming out on top here? Gnarly just about for now. And we'll see if that, oh, big slide from Gnarly. That does allow Kirby through now. And let's see what happens with DRS now. Jatin opening it, having a bit of a look, but he's not quite close enough on this particular occasion. Let's see further back. There is action as Ashton gets out of Polar, and then Bucci goes for the move as well. Does it come off? They still go side by side and into the Vale chicane. The battle continues on. Who is going to get a good exit? It looks like advantage for Bucci for now, but then through goes Apple and up to P10, and Polar losing out there in that battle. And Kezlesko up to P6 there, as what has happened to Ben Max. They're losing out a couple of positions, and action as well between Polar and Small Girl as well. And now it's side by side as Ben Max gets back ahead of FaZe Ashton and up to P7. Not going to be a change for the lead for now, but it very much looks like there's action, and yes, side by side Bucci and Ashton into the Stowe corner. Who's going to come out on top this time round between these two? And it's Ashton, P8 for now, but then Bucci having a look, nose to tail through the entry corner now, side by side through the Wellington straight, and Ashton getting back the P7 position for now as they complete the move into the Brooklands corner. And it looks like side by side into the Cops corner. Oh, that was very close indeed. But side by side they go, and Ashton has the position for now, but Bucci trying to get in the action as well through Maggots and Beckett's. Are they going to come through unscathed? Oh, it's also close between them, but Bucci making it work there, and Polar goes into the pit lane. Oh dear, that's a crash between Notorious and Gnarly. We just managed to catch that but into the pits for Polar. And it's going to be some medium tyres for them. And now go back out on circuit because side by side between Apple and Bin Max. Oh, it's very close. And also action as well for P7, Ashton and Bucci. Side by side once again, and now continuing on through Luffield as well. Try and get a good angle of these battles here. And it's Bin Max comes out on top this time. Apple closing up, but not quite an overtaking manoeuvre this time round. And is that someone into the pits? Yes, it is. Ashton pitting for the Aston Martin team. That is, I think, Hutchins going into the pits too. Oh, and nose to tail between these two once again. Let's have a look here. In the two Mercedes, are they going to stay this way or is it going to change? Speaking of position changes, and side by side between Bin Max and Apple once again, and it's the Williams driver. Stays P8 for now, but Apple looking all over the tail. Let's have a look because this battle for what is currently P8 still brewing, still nose to tail as Ashton gets ahead of Polar and Vapid Coot into the pits for Mercedes as well. Let's have a look. Some hard tyres there for Vapid, and pit lane getting busy in these laps at the moment. Okay, so who is close? And Verstappen 95 getting ahead of Mastor Paldonado there. Ashton ahead of Polar, and Hutchins and Apple battling as well. And it's a three-car battle here because Bin Max ahead in the Williams as well. Hutchins on the soft tyre here, and let's see the grip advantage will be for now, but are those softs going to the end? I do not know, but it's side by side nonetheless. Oh, and a bit of contact. Alex into the pits, and also Kozlowski pitting too. It's of course a slow pit lane here at Silverstone, and it's Kozlowski onto the hard tyre. Alex doing the same, and Kirby yet to pit. He is now up into the P6 position, and through goes Vapid. He's jumped ahead of Alex and is ahead of his teammate as well. R34 still leads, and it's by 3.5 seconds to Jatin. Angelo closing in third as well. Fourth at the moment it's Bucci with Verstappen 95 in fifth, and then Kirby P6, the top six of course, yet to pit, so keep that in mind. But Angelo closing to Jatin, doesn't quite get close enough. It was a moment where he may have thought about it. Apple still seeing if there's a possible way through as Kirby pits for Ferrari, and Kirby's on some medium tyres there. Let's look further back. Polar trying to break the toe if he can. DRS open, and side by side between Bin Max and Polar. Oh, it's very close. Polar slightly going off track there, but still the battle continues on, and it's Bin Max who comes out on top this time round. The Alpine of Apple right on the tail of the Sauber of Hutchins, and are they going to go side by side? Yes, they indeed are. Apple making up the move now, and he now situates himself in a point scoring position, 1 point for P12. Going into the pits, R34 pitting from the lead, Jatin following in as well to the pits. Okay, let's have a look at this pit stop for Jatin. He's on to hards. Same goes for R34. R34 slots in fourth position behind Verstappen 95, but with Vapid right on the tail. Jatin slots in behind both Mercedes and Alex as well, and into 8th position for the Red Bull driver now. But Verstappen 95 under pressure from R34, who takes P3. And Apple and Polar have switched positions there, with Apple getting the DNS as well. Can he consolidate that overtaking manoeuvre? He can indeed. So Angelo has gone into the hard tyres, and now we wait to see where he slots in. And now Formula Bucci leads the way, having not yet pitted, as Verstappen 95 goes into the pits as well now. And where is Angelo going to slot in? That is now the question. Angelo comes out of the pit lane, and it's going to be behind Kozlezko for Angelo, and Jatin right on the tail, as we can see now. It looks like Angelo's got a good run compared to Kozlezko. Oh, he's going to go up the inside. Hutchins out the Grand Prix in the pit lane meanwhile. And Kozlezko now side by side with Jatin. He's trying to follow what Angelo has done, following Angelo's line, and Jatin going through as well. And Kozlezko down to P7, as we can see. Alex right on the tail of Vapid now. Vapid without the DRS. Vapid tries to break the toe if possible. Is it going to be enough? Are they going to go side by side? Not quite, but then Vapid goes deep into the corner, and Alex takes advantage, and up to P3 for Alex. Ashton goes into the pits there, and Ashton's retired. But what is happening? Side by side, Alex and Vapid Coot 74 side by side, and still it is Alex who has the position for now, but then it's going to be DRS down the Wellington Straight. Angelo's trying to get in action as well, so is Jatin potentially. 3 wide into Brooklands corner. Is it going to be? Oh my goodness me. And Angelo makes the overtake up to P3 for now, but now it's going to be the Luffield corner. What's going to happen here as they appear into camera shot? It's Angelo P3 for now, but it is nose to tail completely. And what's going to happen into the Cops corner? Is it going to be side by side, or are they going to fill into position? Yes, they are. And sensible stuff from these drivers here. Very good racing, very good action here at Silverstone. And now what is going to happen next? Angelo's not going to have the DNS. Everybody else behind is going to, but Vapid under pressure from Jatin in the Red Bull car this evening. Mercedes for Vapid, as we know for usual, and Jatin up to P4 now, and will now be chasing that Ferrari for the podium slot. And overtake for Bin Max ahead of the Haas of Small but could it be coming back into the chicane? Had a look, did Small but wasn't quite as Apple. Now pits for what is a second time this Grand Prix. Apple into the pits, and what's it going to be? It's going to be some soft tyres for the Alpine driver. Verstappen gets ahead of TM Kirby for what is P11, and into the pits for Formula Bucci. They go on to another set of mediums. Jatin close to Angelo as Kirby and Verstappen side by side. So it's been Max pitting. And let's see the tyre. It's going to be some mediums for the Williams driver. Onto the hanger straight we go, and it could be Vapid under some pressure here. Alex going for the move around the outside. Is it going to work though through the Stowe corner? Hasn't quite worked yet, but a wee switch back from Alex. Does that work? Not quite, and into the Vale chicane. Vapid defending hard into the chicane and keeps P4 for now. But Alex hot on the tail here as Bucci sets a fast lap and gets in on the action of this group here. And so Zlesko will have to watch his mirrors, and Bucci up the inside, and he's made a little bit of contact and spins round. Not quite ideal for the Red Bull, but he's got back going again. That'll be a little bit frustrating. As we see Jatin close to Angelo. Not quite enough for a move yet. Vapid defending again, this time into the Brooklands corner. Can Alex get a good run through? And now onto Luffield as well. Vapid making that Mercedes as wide as he can. Going into the pits for Vapid and for Alex as well. So a second pit stop for the two of them. and Angelo and Jatin nose to tail through turns 1 and 2. Jatin going up the inside. Is he into the third corner of the circuit? And side by side, Angelo defends for now. So Vapid medium tyres and Alex hard tyres to the end. Kirby hitting for Ferrari. Formula Bucci and Kozlesko switching positions. Bucci getting the move complete there. V-carb of Master. He's ahead of Verstappen 95, but for how much longer? Oh, I've pressed the wrong button there, apologies. And Verstappen 95 through and into P8. But the Master is not going to give up without a fight. And oh, it's side by side through Woodcote and on to the old pit straight, and Master gets back through before the Cops corner. And that is now Kozlesko making a second stop here. So is it going to be the 1 stop or the 2 stop? The better strategy. Polar gets in on the action as well, and Polar gets himself up to P9 for now, ahead of Verstappen 95. And Kozlesko on to the hard tyre. Where do they slot in compared to Vapid and to Alex? It looks like both of them are going through. Yep, they are. So Kozlesko to slot in P7 for now. Let's have a look in the battle. Just behind that is Master Maldonado at the moment, P8, but he's got his teammate on his tail. Polar going up the inside. Oh, is it going to be the pink V-carb or the white V-carb to come out on top? And they make contact. Two teammates making contact with each other, and Apple goes right through and up to P8. Oh, a bit of a slide from Bin Max, we can see there, going for the move on Verstappen 85. Oh, and again the V-carbs making contact with each other, and around goes Master Maldonado, and that is him down the order. It's going to be some DRS here for Bin Max on the tail of Apple, but is that going to change here because they go side by side, and the Williams driver up to P8 now. Let's see, as Vapid setting fast lap, and it's into the pit lane for Apple, for Alpine. Oh, and they don't quite get the car slowed, and it's a 10-second time penalty. That is going to be frustrating. Also into the pits is Verstappen 95. Of course, it's a very slow pit lane here at Silverstone, and it's on to softs for Verstappen and it's hards for Apple. Top 7 all penalty free at the moment. R34, he has very much been dominant this Grand Prix. He has got a 5.7 second lead over Angelo. I'm just about to see the gap physically there, as Notorious has retired, and it's a safety car. Safety car is deployed. So now into the pits, Bin Max, Polar and Small Girl. In this case, does everybody have a set of soft tyres left? Small Girl serving a penalty, so safety car has played into their hands a bit there. And Apple not pitting. Verstappen is pitting on some soft tyres. And now we've got the leaders coming into the pits. R34 hitting from the lead. Of course, soft tyres onto the Alpine. Soft tyres for Angelo. And Jatin doesn't pit. Jatin has not gone into the pit lane. So Jatin will now take the lead of this British Grand Prix onto some soft tyres for Formula Bucci. Vapid pits as well. Alex doesn't pit. Interesting, neither does Kozlesko. Vapid onto the soft tyre here. Can Jatin defend with his hard tyres compared to the fresh soft tyres from behind for R34, for Angelo and for Formula Bucci? It's going to be an interesting watch, this. So, safety car in this lap. safety car is in this lap, and there's only a few cars actually in the queue. So that is massive for, you'd suggest, Jatton, but we can see cars catching up in the background. Is Jatton going to go as soon as possible? And so, safety car in this lap, and not a lot of cars have caught up, and Jatton has gone before the Vale chicane. So it is a case of who is good only the last 2 laps. A mistake a little bit for R34. Is he going to now be vulnerable from behind? It's nose to tail for P2, 3 and 4. And now 2 laps to go. Who is going to be winner here at Silverstone? Who is going to be brave on the brakes? Who's going to be brave to make a move? But already Jatton slightly struggling. He's trying to break the slipstream, and R34 with that superior grip. Bucci having a look on Angelo as well, but not quite enough there. Oh, and R34 going up the inside. Oh, that was oh so close, but they all go through cleanly. Angelo has got Formula Bucci just behind as well, and now are they going to go side by side through Cop's corner? Oh my goodness me, they go side by side, and there's just enough room for them to go through, and Angelo stays P3 for now, but it is nose to tail for the lead of the Grand Prix. Into the hangar straight we go. No DRS activated yet, but there will be on the very last lap of this Grand Prix. And so it stays Jatton P1, R34 P2, Angelo 3rd, and Bucci in P4. Oh, and Angelo going up the inside of R34 into the Vale chicane. It's not quite worked out. Wasn't quite the right move to go for, but still 1 more lap to go of this Grand Prix. DRS enabled, and Formula Bucci trying to go up the inside into turn 1. Oh my goodness me, and it's up to P3 for the Red Bull of Formula Bucci as we go on to this final lap here of the British Grand Prix at Silverstone. Bucci is all over the tail of R34 as Vapid sets the fastest lap of the Grand Prix, and now it is DRS for everybody. Jatton's got DRS too, because the Aston Martin is just up ahead as well, and so nose to tail, the top 6 are all within DRS here, and so it's a little bit of ghosting coming into play, but it's absolutely nose to tail as we head down the old pit straight towards Cop's corner, and it is still as you were for now, but it's going to be the DRS zone of the hangar straight. It's going to be also crucial. Bucci having a look at R34, slightly heading into maggots there, and it is all action, and it's just a couple more braking zones to go. But who is going to win this British Grand Prix? It is going to be side by side for the lead on the final lap, heading towards the Stowe corner. Who's going to come out on top here? R34 up the inside into the Stowe corner, and he takes the lead on the very last lap. And can he keep it into the Vale chicane? Is it going to be a big dive? No, it is not. And that, I think, is that. And it's round the final corner for R34, and he's going to win this British Grand Prix. Jatton's P2, Bucci's P3, Angelo's P4, Alex P5, and Kozlezko in P6. It is going to be Vapid P7, and we've got a little bit of a battle for P9 between the 2 V-Carb drivers. It's Polar in the pink, it is Mastor in the white, and Polar up to P9. As Bin Max, we can see there in the Williams, will cross a line P8, but what is the penalty situation here? Checkered flag, and what's it going to be? Mastor gets back ahead of his teammate, so it's Bin Max in 8th, Mastor 9th, and Polar 10th. Apple crosses the line P11, and it's going to be Small Girl across the line for P12, but on penalties it is the Haas who will now take P11, Apple P12, and it's going to be Kirby for P13, and it's going to be Verstappen 95 finishing in P14. So it is R34 who takes victory here from what was also pole position. here at Silverstone. It's Jatin P2. Bucci makes it a double Red Bull podium for P3. Then it's Angelo P4. Then it's Alex P5. Kozlesko in P6. Vapid P7. And for a second Grand Prix in a row, he takes the fastest lap. And then it's Bidmax in P8 for Williams. Then it is the two V-Carbs Mastar ahead of Polar. Then it's Smallgirl 11th, and Apple takes the final point for P12. And then it's Kirby in 13th, Verstappen 14th. And then the DNF drivers are Gnarly, Notorious, Ashton and Hutchins.